Hello students, how are you? Hope you are well and enjoying your studies. Students, we have already completed chapter 3. Today I am starting chapter number 4, that is work and energy. Let us understand work first. In our daily activities, when you are pushing or pulling a body such that body moves from one point to other, work is said to be done. In physics, concept of work is entirely different. Though in other activities we say work is done, but from physics point of view work is not done. For example, if you are studying, we say that we are doing some work. A person doing some calculation, some office work, we say that the person is doing work. But from physics point of view, he is not doing work. According to concept of physics, work is done when force is applied and displacement takes place. But it is not enough. There is one more condition. Force and displacement should not be at 90 degrees, means they should not be mutually perpendicular. For example, if a person is carrying load on his head, like pulley, direction of force is upwards while displacement is horizontal. Force vertical, displacement horizontal. In that condition, displacement and force are mutually perpendicular, so work is not done in that condition. Keep in mind, force must be applied, displacement should take place, but angle between force and displacement should not be 90 degrees. So there are two important conditions of work done. Force must be applied, displacement should take place. Let us suppose a person is continuously pushing a wall. So force is being applied, but no displacement is taking place because wall is rigid, wall is not moving, so work is not being done. So force must be applied and displacement must take place. Now let us understand some examples of work done. Suppose a teacher asks to drag a chair for him or her. So you are dragging a chair by applying some force. Displacement of chair takes place. In that condition you are doing work, because the two conditions of force and displacement are fulfilled. Similarly, if you are climbing stairs, you are carrying your weight upwards, means you are applying some effort, some force upwards, and some displacement is also taking place in vertical direction. In that condition again you are doing some work. Now you are sitting in the class and teacher asks you to open the book and read something. If teacher asks, are you doing some work? You will say, yes, I am doing work. But from physics point of view, you are not doing any work, because the two conditions of force and displacement are not satisfied, not fulfilled. So keep in mind, sense of work done is totally different in physics. Similarly, you can understand some other examples. I give one more example in which work is not done. You might have played one game. You take one piece of stone, tie that stone with string, and revolve that stone with the help of a string. you will see that the tension develops in the string and motion of stone takes place like this. Tension is a force and this is direction of displacement. Velocity is always in direction of displacement. So this angle is always 90 degree. In that condition, angle between force and displacement are 90 degree. You are not doing any work. It is clearly mentioned no work done when force and displacement are at 90 degree. Now, unit of work is joule. Students, keep in mind, physics is science of measurement and every measurement should be represented with some units. If you don't write unit or if you write wrong units, sense of that quantity will not be clear and that representation is not considered as correct. So you should always write unit as joule. Now let us understand what is meaning of 1 joule. Suppose you are applying a force of 1 Newton on a body and displacement takes place 1 meter. One Newton force is applied and displacement is 1 meter. In that condition, work is said to be done and this work is 1 joule. But keep in mind, the displacement should be in the direction of force. You might be knowing different systems of units. Normally we study physics in MKS system, but there are some more systems like CGS system. Unit of work in CGS system is erg, and relation between joule and erg is 1 joule is equal to 10 to the power 7 erg. Sometimes force is given in kgf or gf. You already know that unit of force is Newton in MKS system. But if force is given in kgf, you have to convert kgf into Newton, and 1 kgf is equal to 9.8 Newton, approximately 10 Newton. Similarly, force can be given in GF, that is gram force. kgf means kilogram force, GF means gram force. 1 kilogram force is equal to 1000 GF, 1000 gram force. Sometimes question may also be given in terms of kgf or GF. So accordingly you have to convert kgf or GF into Newton. One kgf is equal to 9.8 Newton. 1 GF is equal to 10 to the power minus 3 kgf, that is 9.8 into 10 to the power minus 3 Newton. So I suppose students could understand basic idea of work done with different examples. Students, some simple numericals are given in your book on the basis of these explanations based on this formula. I hope you will go through all these explanations and you will do numericals. Assignments will be given afterwards. Thank you students for paying attention and understanding. God bless you.